Hi guys, I just want to rant a little bit. It may be a little random, but I just feel like doing it. I want to talk about Christianity and Christ and all that, but from my point of view, there's no greater slavery than freedom from sin, because sin is the love of life, sin is the love of self, and sin is the love of existence. He who does not sin does not experience pleasure and is figuratively dead. And so Jesus, if he even existed, Jesus, or did the things that he said, if he did exist, then Jesus basically did all that so that we could all live in slavery to a system that he created, so that none of us could be alive because we all have to refrain from sin. Jesus is the greatest, if he existed, is the greatest tyrant of all history and all time in this planet. By just giving his life for like 9 hours on the cross, and then only to be resurrected again within a couple days, we're all duty bound to live in fear and slavery. If you don't accept Jesus, you're not accepted by anybody. But if you do accept Jesus, you just become part of a conglomerate and you can't live. You're not free, and you can't be happy or experience pleasure or have any value out of your life. All because Jesus died. We all must figuratively live in slavery to him, to the system, to freedom righteousness, slavery to righteousness. And I don't believe in that. And frankly, I grew up with it. I was forced to go to church twice a week for 17 years of my life. And I think Jesus, if he existed, is the biggest tyrant this planet will ever see, or ever has seen. Sorry, that's just how I feel. Satan, who is literally demonized, because he's basically Satan, the name implies it already, is the only way to freedom from all this. Satan, the only commandment in Satanism is do what thou wilt, do what you will, but be good about it, be nice, love people, love everyone. Don't just love those who happen to have the same blood type as you, the same genes as you, because they happen to be your family. Or don't just have one circle of friends because you happen to have bumped into them in the grocery store. Love everyone, family or not. Love everyone, grocery store meeting or not. Love everyone you see, including yourself, because I'm sure you can see yourself if you have eyes and you can see. And take off the shackles that Jesus tried and succeeded for so long and to such a degree from putting us under. You get free from the shackles of formalized religion, Christianity, going to church, serving Jesus, believing in God. There's nothing for anyone except the service, the system, and those that really are in power. Those that really set this shit up so that we have to follow it or else. Or we think we have to follow it because we'll get some great reward after we die. If there's some great reward or punishment after we die, how come nobody talks about whether the person died, whether they went to heaven or hell? How come the issue just passes away? No pun intended. They just stop talking because it's not the issue. Nobody cares if you go to heaven or hell once you're actually there or not. They care about making sure you're in chains and slavery while you're alive. That's the money. Follow the money, and the money is for those that are alive to be chained by reason, by brainwashing, and by faith and belief in God and Jesus Christ. Once you're dead, you've served your purpose. You lived a life of slavery. Now nobody cares. Nobody cares if you went to heaven or hell. Nobody even talks about it. It's not even mentioned. They care that you were a slave all your life so that the people really in power could get what they want. People don't love each other. They love the system. They love their ideals. They love the system they're living in. If they really loved each other, we wouldn't be acting like this. We wouldn't go to war for things like religion. We wouldn't shoot each other because we're in different families. We wouldn't fight just because we're different color skin. I love you guys. Peace, love, and rock and roll.